In this video, you will learn about support vector machines in Python. In SVM, the goal is to maximize the margin. The margin is defined as the distance between the separating hyperplanes and the training samples that are close to this hyperplane are called support vectors. Let's import all the libraries. Import pandas as PD, import numpy as np, import matplotlib pyplot as plt, import seaborn as sns. We are going to work on the iris flower dataset. Let's make one variable data, and now let's load the iris dataset. I will call sns.load dataset. Inside this, I will type the dataset name, that is iris. Let's execute our code. Let's explore our dataset. We will look at the top 5 rows of our data frame. We will use the method head, data.head. These are the top 5 rows of our data frame. We have columns such as sepal length, sepal width, petal width, and species. Species is our target variable. We have to classify the species based on these independent variables. Let's explore our target variable species. I will write data species dot value underscore counts. These are the three categories that are present in our target variable species, and we have to classify whether a flower is a Virginia, Sotosa, or versicolor. Let's also look at the bottom 5 rows of our data frame using the method tail. I will write data.tail. These are the bottom 5 rows of our data frame. Let's also check the shape of our data set. I will write data.shape, and you can see that there are total 155 rows and 5 columns. We can also look at some other information using the method info. I will write data.info. Here you can see we got the information such as the column names, non-null count, and data type for each column. So we have columns such as sepal length, sepal width, petal width, and class. We can also get the descriptive statistics using the method describe. I will write data.describe. And here in the output, you see we got the descriptive statistics here such as count, mean, standard deviation, minimum 25%, 50%, 75%, and maximum for all the numerical columns. We can also check if there are any missing values present in our data frame. I will write data.isNull.sum. And here you can see we got 0 here because there are no missing values in our data set. Next, we are going to prepare our data set for model building. So we will first split our data into x and y. In x, we will have all the independent variables, and in y, we will have the dependent variable, that is the target variable species. I'll type x, then I will call our data frame data.iloc, and I want all the rows, so I will type column, and I want all the column except the last column, that is the target column, so I will write -1. Then I'll make y, I will call data.iloc. I want all the columns, and this time I just want the last column, so I will type -1 here. And here I also have to type colon here because I want all the column except the last column, and in y I just want the last column. Let's execute our code. Now we are going to split this dataset into train test. For that, I'm going to import the train test split from sklearn. I will write from sklearn dot model selection import train test split. Now I'm going to call this. First, I will make the x and y variable. So I will write xtrain, xtest, ytrain, and ytest. I will call this train test split. Inside this, I will pass our x and y, and I will also pass one parameter random state, and here you have to put any number. For example, I'll put 99. If you want your result to be same as mine, then you also have to put 99. Otherwise, you can put any random number here. Let's execute our code. We got error here. The spelling of random state is not correct. I have to type state. Now we have split the dataset into X-train, X-test, Y-train, and Y-test. Now we are going to train our model. So we will fit the SVM, the support vector classification, because this is a classification problem, from sklearn.svm. We are going to import SVC because we are working on the classification problem. Now I'm going to make an object of this class SVC. So I will write model. This is my object and I will call the class SVC. And inside this I will pass some parameters such as kernel. Kernel is going to be linear because this dataset can be linearly separable. So I am typing here linear. Then I have one cost parameter which I am going to put 1.0. You can put some number between 0 and 1. And then random state. In random state you can put any number here. Let's say I put 5. Let's execute our code. And here we got error C. So this is capital C, not small. Let's execute our code. Now we are going to fit this SVC on our train data set. I will call this object model.fit and I will pass our X-train and our Y-train. Let's execute our code. So we have fit the model on our X-train and Y-train. Next we are going to make prediction and save it and save the result in a new variable, and I'll make that variable as pred. Now I will call this model and from this I will call the method predict, and we want to make prediction on X-test, so I will pass X-test here. Let's look at the prediction results. I will type PRED and here in the output you can see these are the predicted class. So we have predicted class such as Vojinica, Setosa, Vosicolor. Next we are going to evaluate the performance of our model, and for that we are going to print the classification report and the accuracy score from sklearn.metrics import classification report. Now I'm going to print this classification report, so I will type print classification report, and in this I will pass Y-test and predicted values which is saved in the variable pred, and this is our classification report. Here you can see we got such as results such as precision, recall, F1 score, support, and we got all for these categories such as Setosa, Vosicolor, Virginica. So we have scores such as 1 for Setosa, recall also we have 1, F1 score is also 1. For Vosicolor we have 93%, F1 score is 96, and so on. Next we will print the accuracy score from sklearn.metrics. I will import the accuracy score, import accuracy score. Now I'm going to print accuracy score, and I will pass our Y-test and pred. In the output you can see we got 0.97. that is the overall accuracy of our SVC, that is the support vector classification, is 97%. This is how you can develop your SVC in Python. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.